Hey. Who have we got on the iPhone tonight? Hi, Jishang.
Hello.
Hello.
在
How's
晚
your
上好。
now? Yeah.
我们是早上。
Got on the iPhone tonight. Hi, Jishang. All
Hello.
right.
对
Hello. We're getting ready to get started. So thank you for joining us tonight or this morning for you. Is 9 o'clock better for you? Getting ready to get started. So thank you for joining us tonight or this morning for you. Is 9 o'clock better for you? All right. So we'll go start straight to the screen share and get started with our presentation. My speaking language is English. All right. So we'll go start straight to the screen share and get started with our presentation. My speaking language. Okay. We'll start out with your website and then we'll get into the product called K2, vitamin K2. And a website is a collection of web pages related to content that is identified by a common domain name and published on the at least one web server. Website is a collection of web pages related to content that is identified by a common domain name published on at least one web server. Websites are typically dedicated to a particular topic or purpose, such as news, education, commerce, which is business, entertainment, or social media. Websites are typically dedicated to a particular topic or purpose, such as news, education, commerce, which is business, entertainment, or social media. And then they will go in from that into, after we finish with the website, we'll go into talking about vitamin K2, and it's as the perfect partner for calcium in your body. Then they go in from that into, after we finish with the website, we'll go into talking about vitamin K2, and it's as the perfect partner for calcium in your body. All right. So you need to establish a presence on the web. If you're going to do commerce, you need to also be part of the internet and establish a presence. Well, here at HealthEagle, we've been on the web since 2017. To establish a presence on it. If you're going to do commerce, you need to also be part of the internet, establish the presence. Well, here at HealthEagle, we've been on the web since 2017. So if you were to do a Google search on HealthEagle or HealthEagle Alaska or HealthEagle USANA, you're going to find the places where we've placed content on the web. And so that people can go and learn and listen. And also we can drive people to the commerce website. Places where place content on the web. And so that people can go and learn and listen. And also we can drive people to the commerce website. Okay. So we have our commerce website. USANA pays for it, sets it up for us, continuously updates the content. And the reason why you need to have a commerce website is because people like to buy. They don't like to be sold. Nobody likes to be sold something. What they want to do is to think, to learn about things and then buy. The reason why you have a commerce website is because people like to buy. They don't like to be sold. Nobody likes to be sold something. What they want to do is to think, to learn about things and then buy. So setting up your personal USANA.com website is really easy. And it's just a matter of following the processes on USANA.com. You open up your associates page. On the left-hand column, there are selections. You go to training. Once you're in training, then you select getting started, and then you go to your personal website. Or you can go to your profile, and then it'll ask you to visit your website settings, and then you can go to that and you hit your website settings. Once you're in training, then you select getting started, and then you go to your personal website. Or you can go to your profile, and then it'll ask you to visit your website settings, and then you can go to that and hit your website settings. By the way, the big P is not necessarily for Peters. It's actually for Purdue, and the Purdue Gonzaga game is on right now. So we'll go Purdue. Anyway, so we're on to the next thing would be inside of setting up your website. You actually set up your own unique name for your website, whereas there's going to be the big listing of the name and it's all of its characters. You actually can come up with a short name and then use that in terms of putting in the links into the products or the communications that you use. So for instance, mine is healtheagleak.usana.com. And then use that in terms of putting in the links into products or the communications that you use. So for instance, mine is healtheagleak.usana.com. Okay. And then you use the sharing with, and you connect with anybody or in any of your contents, right? And also inside this website, you can help people, they can sign up for themselves. As a matter of fact, many times I'll be given an email from USANA that says, oh, you just had a sale or you got a new customer or whatever, because they went to the website and actually either bought products, signed themselves up as a PC or an associate, or go in and do all three. Oh, you just had a sale or you got a new customer or whatever, because they went to the website and actually either bought products, signed themselves up as a PC or an associate, or go in and do all three. And it's quite refreshing and exciting, actually. When you're sleeping, you're actually earning money. It's quite refreshing and exciting, actually. When you're sleeping, you're actually earning money. And you can upload images, you can change your subdomain, you can enter business or display names, you can choose to display your phone number or your email addresses and more, so people can contact you with questions, or they can become part of your team directly through you. You can change your subdomain, you can enter business or display names, you can choose to display your phone number or your email addresses and more, so people can contact you with questions, or they can become part of your team directly through you. And using your settings at your profile or your getting started link to your website, you can make changes anytime. And then just by saving those changes, by pushing the save button, you've now uploaded and now it's active on the website. Getting started link to your website, you can make changes anytime. And then just by saving those changes, by pushing the save button, you've now uploaded and now it's active on the website. And then all you got to do is start sharing your website, because you need to bring people in. You need to drive people to your website. So through various different activities where you're not actually selling something to somebody, you can actually just put the links in or identify or educate that there is a website that people can go to, and then they can just go to your website. And USANA uses your website and then gives you the direct credit for the sales. Identify or educate that there is a website that people can go to, and then they can just go to your website. And USANA uses your website and then gives you the direct credit for the sales. Okay, as I was saying, if you go to your hub and you're signing in as an associate, which is usana.com, and then you put in your associate number and then you put in your password, and the page opens up and it comes to this page. And since you're logged in now as you on the left side of your page, you'll find down here, it looks like a pile of papers. That's your training, right? And in that area there under training, you'll find getting started. And then within getting started, you will find my USANA website. And then you go to that, and that will go through the process of setting up your website. And in that area there under training, you'll find getting started. And then within getting started, you will find my USANA website. And then you go to that, and that will go through the process of setting up your website. Okay. Once you've got your website set up and you're wanting to check on it, or you want to make changes and so forth, just go to your profile, and that's the little person button up at the top right corner of your page, and you just click that. You go to your profile, and then within the profile it says my website settings. And then you just go to my website settings, and you can access the same front page that you would got in from getting started. And then it'll run through the process of setting up your web page. And then you just go to my website settings, and you can access the same front page that you would got in from getting started. And then it'll run through the process of setting up your web page. Okay, so let's now go look at that, and we'll start out with let's get rid of this page. That's a duplicate. Okay, so let's now go look at that, and we'll start out with. All right, let's get me over here. Let's go to here. And there we go. Once you've got into your website, then you can set it up. You put your own picture in, right? This is my website. Learn how to become a USANA business owner, or learn how to become a preferred customer. And then if you want to look at the particular products, you can set up what your favorite products are. And then you can have the foundation information, talk about health packs, essentials, the 10% on every purchase, the advice for a busy life, right? Set up what your favorite products are, and then you can have foundation information, talk about health packs, essentials, the 10% on every purchase, the advice for a busy life, right? So you got, you can learn about, you can shop, you can go to Live USANA, you can go to Science, you can go to Share USANA company, give the feedback, and go from there. Let me So you got, you can learn about, you can shop, you can pull these things down. Go to Live Usani, go to Science, you can go to Share Usani Company, give it feedback. So what I want to do now is, oh, so we're showing YouTube. We go up here. What I want to do is go to the hub. Okay. Yes, continue me. So I have signed in. Okay, I have signed into the hub. Let me get this, move this bit out of the way here. I've signed into the hub. This is the front page of the hub. And I go over here to training. Okay, if you've never set up your website, go to training. Okay, I have signed into the hub. Get this bit out of the way. I've signed into the hub. This is the front page of the hub. And I go over here to training. Okay, if you've never set up your website, go to training. And within training, now you're going to see a drop-down menu, and you go to all training. Well, you go to getting started. It goes right to it. All right. And you go across this front page here, jumpstart, and it goes personalize your USANA website. See a drop-down menu, and you go to all training. Well, you can go to getting started. It goes right to it. All right. And you go across this front page here, jumpstart, and it goes personalize your USANA website. All right. So then you go in and say my website settings. Now you're in the website settings, and you're going to set up a business information, and you're going to set up your business name, okay, display name, and then also you're going to establish your subdomain. So this is where you start productizing yourself. This is how you're going to do your marketing. What is your persona online going to be? And for the last 8 years, mine has been HealthEagle. Start productizing yourself. This is how you're going to do your marketing. What is your persona online going to be? And for the last 8 years, mine has been HealthEagle. Okay, so you can actually change your photo, what is going to be your photo or your presentation, right? You just do edit photo, and then any changes you make, you hit save changes. Once it's saved changes, it'll automatically be uploaded and people will start seeing it. So you can actually change your photo, what is going to be your photo or your presentation, right? You just do edit photo, and then any changes you make, you hit save changes. Once it's saved changes, it'll automatically be uploaded and people will start seeing it. Okay, the next thing is, how are people going to contact you? Well, personally, I don't want to build a bunch of advertising on my phone from people who are looking at my website and decide they want to sell me something instead of me selling them something. So I'm not going to put my phone number on there, but that's up to you. I mean, if you want to use texting and so forth, then that would be a good way to do it. And then and then establish your email. And then you really should have a business email. Mine is healtheagleteam@gmail.com. Texting and so forth, then that would be a good way to do it. And then and then establish your email. And you really should have a business email. Mine is healtheagleteam@gmail.com. Yeah. So a good thing would be is if you have a business phone, if you're working on this and you have a personal number and a business number, then you put your business number in here and that will keep it separate. So you'd only be getting business calls on your business phone rather than business calls on your personal phone. Business phone. If you're working on this, you don't have to have a personal number and a business number, then you put your business number in here. And that will keep it separate, so you'd only be getting business calls on your business phone rather than business calls on your personal phone. So now the issue comes in. I made a change. Okay, now I want to display my email, and now I'm going to save changes. Okay, my save changes is made. Now my website or my email address is going to be viewed on my website. I'm going to save changes. Okay, my save changes is made. Now my website or my email address is going to be viewed on my website. All right. So then everything's now saved. Then I can go to the next step, which is display my favorite products. So I want to share the top selling products, or I can choose my favorite products. And I choose to use the top selling products mainly because then USANA is going to keep those updated at all times. If the top selling product changes, they're going to make that modification. And if I want to talk about my favorite products, then I can do that in person or online directly with my client. Top selling product changes, they're going to make that modification. And if I want to talk about my favorite products, then I can do that in person or online directly with my client. All right. So you can share your own personal story, or you can just share the default USANA message. I've selected to share with my default message because of the fact that I have so many stories. There are so many stories associated with what USANA has done for me over my life and made my life so much better. Took really a guy who was 58 years old that looked like he was 80 on his deathbed, and into what you see today on the screen, and with so much excitement. And right now I'm 67. So here we are. I want to let the default message go. And then I will talk my story that relates directly to the person that I'm talking to. So it correlates with my lessons learned can correlate with their situation. My story that relates directly to the person that I'm talking to, so it correlates with my lessons learned can correlate with their situation. All right, so then I can list out every single social media account that I have. I've elected not to do that on this platform because I'm not necessarily, and I probably need to revisit the decision that I made years ago, but I haven't got that here. So, but you can put your own contact information. So if you want people to follow you on Facebook, give them the Facebook information, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, that sort of thing. But this is where you load that in. And once you've loaded it in, you can elect to show it or not show it, and then you save the changes. Contact information. So if you want people to follow you on Facebook, give them the Facebook information, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, that sort of thing. This is where you load that in. Once you've loaded it in, you can elect to show it or not show it, and then you save the changes. All right, here we go. We're going to share the business. And I've displayed the link to enrollment. Yes, I want to share the link to enrollment. Obviously, I want people to know that business is open for business and they can join this program. So I've got the link for enrollment placed inside of my website. Yes. Obviously, I want people to know that business is open for business and they can join this program. So I've got the link for enrollment placed inside of my website. And then my Google tag is HealthEagle, so I've saved that change, and that's now part of my my persona inside of my website. And that's all it really takes, and you're done. Okay. My Google tag is HealthEagle, so I've saved that change, and that's now part of my my persona inside of my website. And that's all it really takes. And you're done. Okay. Right. And if any point in time you want to change your website name, for instance, your contact information, let's go here. Right here. You just change it, and then you save the change, and it's automatically uploaded. Right. And so if you want to go to subdomain and you want to change your subdomain, as I did years ago. I had to change it one time because I was changing my position within the tree, is that I got, and automatically what was on my last website became part of my new website. As I did years ago, I had to change it one time because I was changing my position. Tree is that I got, and automatically what was on my last website became part of my new website. So the subdomain will actually link to your new subdomain. All right, so let's go look at the actual website again. So the subdomain will actually link to your new subdomain. So I want to go to Google. Right. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to HealthEagle.com. Right. That's it right there. Hit return. HealthEagle.com. Right. That's it right there. Hit return. Right. Right. So that way. Okay. Should I hit the wrong button? Go backwards. Up here, my website. There it is, my website. So you want to go to your website. You've logged in, right? And you just want to go visit your website and see what it looks like. You just hit that, and now you're actually in your USANA website right here. And you sign it up here, and logged in, right? And you just want to go visit your website. You see what it looks like. Just hit that, and now you're actually in your sign it right here. So sign it up here, and what? And you just want to go visit your website. Okay. Let's try that again. That's Zoom. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, we want to stay connected to Zoom. What I wanted was this, and apparently this is the first time I've been in here for AI, and AI is helping me with my website. So I'm going to bypass that right for right now. I'm going to have to come back and revisit this with well, let me go back to our with my website. So I'm going to bypass that right for right now. I'm going to have to come back and revisit this with but let me go back to our Yeah, I got to go back to Zoom here. All right. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? Glad that you could join us.
I am good. How are you doing?
All right. So, where did you come in at? I didn't see you come in.
Oh, I snuck in your.
Hey,
You
Dave,
were at.
you could join us.
I am good. How are you doing?
Yeah. All right. So, where did you come in at? I didn't see you come in.
Oh, I snuck in your. You were at.
Okay. I'm hearing an echo. Are you hearing an echo, Dave? Okay.
Sorry.
I'm here.
Yeah, I was hearing the echo.
You are hearing an echo?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time getting rid of it. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
taking a break between what I say so that the echo will, so at least the content will cover.
Yeah, I was hearing the echo.
You are hearing an echo? I'm having a hard time getting rid of it. So I'm taking a break between what I say so that the echo will, so at least the content will cover.
Yeah, I was hearing that.
Okay, so let me go back to screen share.
I didn't mean to do that.
Here we are. Okay. Go back to screen. So are you seeing now the website page, the last slide?
I'm just seeing you and I.
Okay, let's go back here, and I'm going to go site page. I think that's the one. HealthEagle March share. Okay, let's
Okay. Yes, I see it now.
okay, you see it now. Okay, great. We'll go back to that. We'll start in the next section now. So once again, the website is really important for being in the business. And for those people who haven't had an opportunity to set up their websites, they need to set up a website and then drive people to the website using social media and their email and so forth techniques. Haven't had an opportunity to set up their websites. You need to set up a website and then drive people to the website using social media and their email and so forth techniques. All right. So we're going to talk about vitamin K and what its protection for the bones as well as for the heart. And essentially, K2 comes in its own product package, and you can buy it directly from USANA. And it assists with your bones and your cardiovascular function. Essentially, K2 comes in its own product package, and you can buy it directly from USANA, and it assists with your bones and cardiovascular function. All right, so vitamin K2 is the glue that helps calcium stick to the bones. If you want a short statement, that works really well. So vitamin K2 is the glue that helps calcium stick to the bones. If you want a short statement, that works really well. Vitamin K1 and vitamin K2 come from different sources and perform different actions in your body. Vitamin K1 is a predominant form of vitamin K present in your normal diet. Different sources that perform different actions in your body. And vitamin K1 is found in leafy green vegetables. And dominant vitamin K present in your normal diet. And its primary function in the body is to work as a coenzyme that's necessary for healthy blood clotting. It's found in vegetables. Its primary function in the body is to work as a coenzyme that's necessary for healthy blood clotting. Both K1 and K2 prevent oxidative stress in neural cells. In addition to antioxidant properties, vitamin K has been reported to facilitate ATP generation and rescue mitochondrial dysfunction. Stress in neural cells. In addition to antioxidant properties, vitamin K has been reported to facilitate ATP generation and rescue mitochondrial dysfunction. Now, K2, vitamin K2 is found in types of meat, dairy, eggs, and fermented foods. And vitamin K2 is also produced to a lesser extent by intestinal microbes. Its primary function with the body is in supporting cardiovascular and bone health. Vitamin K2 is found in types of meat, dairy, eggs, and fermented foods. Vitamin K2 is also produced to a lesser extent by intestinal microbes. Its primary function with the body is in supporting cardiovascular and bone health. Recent studies have shown that many people do not consume enough vitamin K2 in their diet to reach their optimum levels. A supplement is a convenient way to achieve higher levels in the body to get the full nutritional support that's necessary for your cardiovascular and your bone health. In their diet to reach their optimum levels. A supplement is a convenient way to achieve higher levels in the body to get the full nutritional support that's necessary for your cardiovascular and your bone health. Now, vitamin K2 is a sensitive ingredient that can degrade and lose its potency quickly when included in formulas along with other nutrients. USANA uses one of the most stable forms of vitamin K2 available, which is MK7. It's a sensitive ingredient that can degrade and lose its potency quickly when included in formulas along with other nutrients. USANA uses one of the most stable forms of vitamin K2 available, which is MK7. And USANA has opted to use K2 as a standalone product to ensure that you get the highest quality of the product possible and a dosage in the tablet that you can trust will match with what is on the label. Keeping vitamin K2 as a separate product, as a standalone product to ensure that you get the highest quality of the product possible and a dosage in the tablet that you can trust will match with what is on the label. And then keeping K2 as a separate product also allows people who are taking blood thinning medications and therefore must carefully monitor their vitamin K intake to get the important benefits of the mega-cal D without the additional K2 or K. Taking blood thinning medications and therefore must carefully monitor their vitamin K intake to get the important benefits of the mega-cal D without the additional K2. Now, one of the things about K2 is that it helps keep the calcium in solution, or at least keep it in the bone, help the bone not lose as much as when the bone is remodeling itself, it keep the calcium in there without losing the calcium. And this is both really important for women in terms of the fact that they tend to eat their bones as far as osteoporosis, but also mostly from men where the calcium can become calcification of veins and arteries. It's really important for women in terms of the fact that they tend to eat their bones as far as osteoporosis, but also mostly from men where the calcium can become calcification of veins and arteries. So we want to be able to have the calcium that we need for muscle contraction, right? Muscle contraction is calcium, muscle relaxation is magnesium, muscle contraction. we also need it to maintain the health of our bones and our teeth. And we want to make sure that the calcium stays in those products. Able to have the calcium that we need for muscle contraction, right? Muscle contraction is calcium, muscle relaxation is magnesium, muscle contraction. We also need it to maintain the health of our bones and our teeth. And we want to make sure that the calcium stays in those products. Right. And then, like everything else, you can actually go to Ask the Scientists to find out more details and get more information. And then you can read the reference documents to get even more from that. So if you haven't been to Ask the Scientists, you can actually go to Ask the Scientists to find out more details and get more information. And then you can read the reference documents to get even more from that. So if you haven't been to Ask the Scientists, so if you go to Ask the Scientists, you can do it on Google. You go Ask the Scientists, and then and then put the topic in. So for instance, would go to Ask the Scientists K2, and it would come up. So here's the link. Ask the Scientists, and then and then put the topic in. So for instance, I would go to Ask the Scientists K2, and it would come up. So here's the link. Right. And then you can go right through the link and you can get the information that you need all about K2. And then at the bottom of the link, then you can actually look at what the common questions are, and then you can go to the references. So let's just touch the references. And here are the documents referenced in here. National Institute of Health, right? All these are NIH right here, right? Then you got Oregon State EDU, you've got Healthline, you've got NIH, and so forth. So you can actually get to where you're going. NIH, right here, right? Then you got Oregon State EDU, you've got Healthline, you've got NIH, and so forth. So you can actually get to where you're going. All right, so back to the vitamin K2, and we're going to go to the next slide. I'll move this back out of the way. And recent research has shown that vitamin K2 is critical for helping you live well today and age healthily into the future. Vitamin K2, and we're going to go to the next slide. It's back out of the way. And recent research has shown that vitamin K2 is critical for helping you live well today and age healthily into the future. It's especially important to add to your supplement routine if you take a calcium supplement. It helps your body use the mineral properly so that you can get the most out of your calcium intake. Take 1 tablet of USANA vitamin K2 a day for a double dose of the benefits. If you take a calcium supplement, it helps your body use the mineral properly so that you can get the most out of your calcium intake. Take 1 tablet of USANA vitamin K2 a day for a double dose of the benefits. It helps build and maintain strong bones and teeth, ensuring the calcium is deposited in those bones or in those teeth. And then it maintains healthy cardiovascular function by stopping calcium from being absorbed into the soft tissues or lining itself on the inside of your vascular system. Ensuring the calcium is deposited in those bones or in those teeth. And then it maintains healthy cardiovascular function by stopping calcium from being absorbed into the soft tissues or lining itself on the inside of your vascular system. And so there we are. We've reached the end. So we covered up today the we covered the website and how important that is to the business side of our covered up today the Come on, Dave. Covered the website and how important that is to the business side of our. Yeah. So here we are. We finished up with that, and then we talk about K2. The reason why we talked about K2 today is because I had a number of questions from people wanting to know, did we have a K2? What does it do? Why is it different than K1? And so we got that covered up in today's presentation. And then I wanted to cover on the website because many people haven't really paid much attention to their website. And once again, very recently, I got another notice from USANA saying, hey, you got a new customer. And I'm going, how? And essentially it was through the website. People go to the website and go there. So for instance, I have a link on my Facebook and a place where I put papers and so forth. And then people read those papers and they go to the my website, and then make a decision as to whether or not they're going to buy product without even contacting me. I have a link on my Facebook and a place where I put papers and so forth, and then people read those papers and then go to the my website, and then make a decision as to whether or not they're going to buy product without even contacting me. Okay, so here we are. Today I'm at my grandchildren's house in near South Bend and Indiana, and been having a lovely day. We played miniature golf during the day, and then I watched my eldest grandson do his taekwondo before dinner. Today I'm at my grandchildren's house in near South Bend, Indiana, and been having a lovely day. We played miniature golf during the day. Watch my eldest grandson his taekwondo before dinner. All right. My drink tonight is got the Mineral Calm, which has got the calcium and the magnesium for relaxation. It's also but it's also got the Sea Booster, because it's been kind of chilly up here in the north, and not like your place there, Dave, but it's kind of chilly, and so the change of weather, I wanted to stay on top of that, so I give myself a little Sea Booster periodically, just to stay ahead of anything that might want to take resident in my body during this temperature changes. Kind of chilly, and so the change of weather, I wanted to stay on top of that, so I give myself a little Sea Booster periodically, just to stay ahead of anything that might want to take resident in my body during this temperature change. So Mineral Calm, the collagen, and Sea Booster in a bottle, shake it up, and that's my refreshing drink. Other people, would be good with the watermelon or something like that, but that works really well as far as a drink is concerned. And so now we get the chance to find out how the Purdue game is going. Watermelon or that, but that works really well as far as a drink is concerned. And so now we get the chance to find out how the Purdue game is going. So Dave, anything going on with you? You want to throw something in?
Oh, I was no, not right now. I bought some leads. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
I got the appointment set up. I had one set up earlier tonight.
So Dave, on with you?
Kind of lost him
Throw something in?
partway through the video that I sent him. So just finding the right people. So. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
The appointment set up.
So it's that's the name of the game, of course, is staying engaged and staying active, and it's the number of people you get in the door, and our business is direct contact, and that's
Yeah, I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to talk to a guy on the East Coast.
No kidding.
Well,
congratulations.
He hung up on me. So, yeah, no, it went okay. He just ended up hanging up on me for the end of
I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to talk to a guy on.
I remember when I was a CEO, I was in Alaska, and all my clients were in Washington, D.C., and they wanted to meet at 7 a.m. their time. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
hard
check
to
it
be
out.
a good a good consultant when it's, 4 hours difference going in. So yeah, so getting up at, I had to be bright and bushy tailed by 3 a.m. So how you going to do that?
It
Okay.
was, yeah, it was okay. Seemed like a nice guy, but just wasn't what he was looking for, so
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, the
We got
kids are,
talking about startup.
the gals are in India. They met with the USANA office and their leaders there, and been doing product demonstrations and meeting with folks to see if they can establish a presence in India. And that won't be long before they head to China and go to the Chinese national convention, and then start traveling around the country there, meeting with everyone. So they had an opportunity to participate in Holi, which is the big Indian holiday, and they, of course, doing their standard tours and just contact all the time. And so we'll find out more about how that goings. I'm on the road. I've met with a lot of folks from Savannah to Pittsburgh to Dayton to now, and I went to West Lafayette, Indiana, and visited the old alma mater, and met with the brothers and of my fraternity, and walked around and got to familiar and met with the ROTC folks there that as an alumni. And like I says, I think I mentioned this is the 20th year of my retirement from the Air Force, in which I spent 29 years. So it makes me
Oh, wow.
feel that way. Anyway, so from here I'll go down and visit with my sister in Chattanooga, and she's been a longtime USANA athlete. She's a triathlete. She does open water swimming, and bicycle riding and running, mostly bicycle riding, and during the summertime, and swimming, and so forth. She's also a professor of electrical engineering at the University of Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, we visit with her and her husband after Easter is over with, because they're really busy during the Easter holiday now, because she sings and he plays organ at their church, and so they have all those programs and so forth going on. So I'll see them next week, and then into Norfolk, Virginia, then Charlotte, North Carolina, and then finally home. So they give me a bit of an opportunity to meet with a lot of my friends.
Sounds like quite a trip.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Dave, it won't be that much longer for you. I mean, you're not that far away from being able to submit for retirement, right?
Oh, not that far. Maybe,
Yeah, you're not that far.
maybe 3 months, maybe two, somewhere between 3 months and 2 years. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got a couple things that get a couple things worked out, and we're having a lot of fun, or I'm having a lot of fun doing this way. Eventually, I'll get to people that start thinking differently and saying yes. Well, I'll find the right way to connect with them. So
We're having a lot of fun. Or I'm having a lot of fun.
All right.
well, Gwen and I are leaving for Hawaii on Sunday night, so our Sunday
Oh,
afternoon,
fantastic. Hawaii's always good. Are you going to Maui?
So we are going to Honolulu.
Honolulu.
We'll
Okay.
be on the Oahu. we'll be on Oahu. We've got some things already lined up for the trip. And,
Well,
yeah.
we have a family member, USANA family member on Maui. And
Oh, okay.
he's quite active and so forth. He does make a lot of trips to the Asia, Southeast Asia, but he's resident there on Maui. So for instance, if you get to Maui, I can get you contact information and so forth. But you can find him on the Facebook page. His name is Landis. He's on Global Health.
Oh, okay.
Oftentimes you'll see him his
Yeah.
posts. So for instance, if you get to
Yeah, I think I had seen some of his posts there. Yeah, we're just going to be on Oahu this time, and maybe next trip over we might do the Big Island or Maui or whatever. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're still working on earning the other Hawaii trip.
Yeah,
for next
that would be
year,
good.
And I think
yeah.
that
The Hilton
I think that
Hawaiian
oh,
Village
wow.
is a nice
Not sure.
place. I've stayed there several times.
What is it?
The Hilton Hawaiian Village. It's right there in
Oh, okay.
Waikiki. And that's where
Okay, well,
USANA is doing their presentation. It's a very, very nice hotel, a lot of meeting rooms and so forth. The beach is probably the best beach in Waikiki,
okay.
and so forth. Now, that being military, I always like to go on the North Slope where the military has their on the beach quarters and so forth. But near the Hilton Hawaiian Village, there is also a military hotel for R&R for military personnel. So that's nice.
Yeah, I was talking about
And it's easy to
one
get
of my
to.
friends at work was talking.
Yeah, it's easy to get to Waikiki from the airport. So I mean, it's not very far away. I had an office there in by the airport for a number of years when I was managing the program in the Pacific. So my logistics hub was on Oahu. So I would fly down from Anchorage to Oahu, go to my office there, and I'd spend a week or two, and then I fly out to Wake Island and spend a month out there, and then come on back and then hightail it back up to Alaska. So I had to check on the business there. It's tough getting stuff to Wake.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
okay. We're just gonna kind of take it easy. Got a few activities planned. Maybe we'll make some connections. Who knows? We'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be a great weekend or a great week. So
I hope you get a chance to
And
do
we are-
skin diving.
I signed up for surfing lessons. We're gonna do some hiking. We might do a zip line.
Mhm.
Haven't made all the arrangements yet. Gwen wants to do, I think her big thing, she wants to do some hiking and just be outside. And she's not much of a water person, so we'll spend a little time by the beach, but
Okay.
we'll see what we'll do. I know we got a luau on Tuesday night. Yeah. So we've got, and we're gonna hike Diamond Head.
Oh, that's a good hike. But bring water, bring
So-
lots and lots of water. It's a desert. Diamond Head's a desert.
Oh,
Yeah. So you can drive up into the caldera, right? And then you hike up into the old gun emplacements and so forth. So then you have the
Okay.
overlook there where the military had their watch during World War II.
okay, right.
So that's real nice.
So yeah, I imagine the week will seem like it's going by really fast. Who knows? It's one of those things. It's fun while it's there, but when you get back, it's like, wow, the time went by so fast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
I'll be
So
back.
I'm gonna say goodnight to you, Dave. It's always a pleasure, and thank you again for coming to the Health Eagle Show. And if you've got an item that you'd like to see covered, go from there. So hopefully you can be able to sign in when you're there in Hawaii. But if not, then I'll understand. And we'll see how many other people we can reach out to. I try to let everybody on all of my platforms know that we are, what our times are. You've added folks, but at the same time, a lot of people prefer to watch the program at their leisure by dialing into YouTube, where we do post them, and then link the links out. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, you know, I think my most famous videos had like 10,000 views on it.
Oh, okay,
So
good job.
it works out good. And the key is consistency. So I try not to worry about attendance so much as performance, and so to get things going. I'd love to
All right.
sit and chat, but my game's on, and
I
I
can
want
watch
you to-
that. I haven't watched any basketball yet this year, so.
yeah, give the best to Gwen and
All right.
everybody there. I still, you know, I monitor all of the channels and watch all the WeChats.
All right, yeah, I'm not on WeChat much, hardly ever, but not
I
at
know.
all.
Give the best to Gwen.
I think I lost my password, so now I gotta get reauthorized to get back on.
Is that right? If you need somebody to sponsor you, I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, all you got to
Yeah, I
do is,
think Gwen will do it too. She's done
yeah,
it
I know
before,
Gwen
so.
can do it. Yeah, it takes, I think it takes two people when you're signing up.
Well, I have an account. I was on it once.
Okay.
I just forgot my password, and I think
Oh,
I
okay.
just have
Well, then
somebody.
it basically it's a matter of saying I, forgot my password, and you just,
Yeah.
like
I
everything
think I
else,
still have to have somebody has to acknowledge me.
somebody has
And
to acknowledge that you're, that's right. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Have a good night, David. Good luck to Purdue.
Thank you.
I don't know who's left in the Big Ten in the tournament, but I think I picked them to win it. So,
All right. Take care,
all right.
Dave.
Bye.
Good night.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, David. Good luck.